Well, hello everybody. I'm here in the kitchen again. I was making um, some chicken taquitos and I ran out of tortillas. So I was in the kitchen already and I said, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and make some more tortillas. What I usually do or like to do, I make a big batch and freeze some of them. So when I need some more tortillas, I just pull them out of the freezer, let them thaw out, and I'll have some fresh tortillas. But I don't have to make them all the time. So if I make big batches like this. So as you see here, I added a little bit of salt to the corn masa, and now I'm adding little by little the water. I don't measure it pretty much this, tortillas, as when you are making them, you know, you could use the recipe or the directions on the bag of the maseca that will tell you the measurements. But as you get to learning how to make tortillas and the consistency of the dough and everything, you start to not really go off of those measurements because you pretty much know what you're looking for. So here I'm just adding little by little the water and trying just to incorporate the water into the masa, and of course mixing it all in, and like I said, if I need more water, I add a little bit at a time, and just keep massaging it until I start getting the consistency that I want. And you'll start to see when it starts to actually form into the ball. Right now, as you see, the masa is just starting to take somewhat of a shape, and you'll see here where you see the flour at the bottom of the bowl that still needs to be incorporated with the rest. So I'm just adding a little bit more water, and again, just keep massaging the dough, working the dough. So I actually do like this part of it. So I like getting my hands in there and massaging it, and just seeing the masa come together. And so, but anyways, like I said, I was in the kitchen already. I was making some chicken taquitos and I ran out of tortillas, so I had to make more. So I said, what better time, to just make another batch while the taquitos are in the oven, because I did bake my chicken taquitos, so I did not deep fry them. But so I'm just here making this batch of tortillas while the taquitos are cooking. So yeah. So here, the masa is starting to come together now. It's starting to be, a nice, formation of the dough the way I like it. So, and you'll see that the masa, or you actually will feel the masa hydrated, and it's starting to take its shape. So I just kind of just work it up a little bit more, just trying to get it more, making sure there's no dry spots anywhere, and keep massaging it until just where you can see that it was just gonna keep its shape. So I had already cleaned the counter before I started making the tortillas. So I like to take the dough out and just give its final, working the dough on the counter, and because I find it's better that way for me, at least. So then, just still trying to massage the dough in the bowl. But you see how smooth that looks? I love that. I mean, it just looks smooth. So, and that's what you're looking for. Of course, you don't want your dough crumbly, like if it still needs water. You want it to be nice and smooth like that. And Just keep doing it, massaging. Of course, the more masa you have, the more you will have to work the dough. The less masa, you don't have to work the dough that much. And actually, I didn't work the dough very much at all. It just seems like I did, but I didn't. See, now I'm just pressing and see my imprint, and it comes off pretty clean. So, and it kind of has, you can't tell from the camera angle, but it does have a small little bounce to it. So, but yeah, that's what you're looking for. And then as soon as I'm done, patting this dough down, I will be putting it back in the bowl, and I will cover it. Some people use a wet, kitchen towel. I just get one of these reusable shower caps and use that. Okay, so now that I let my dough at least sit for about 15 to 20 minutes, depending, I am ready to make tortillas. What I have there is a little bowl of just water. No, it's not oil or anything like that. It's just water. And I find that this is best for me to, when I make the tortillas, because you just kind of, wet your hands, get your hands a little wet, and grab the dough, make the little ball, and then flatten it out a little bit like I just did. Put it in my tortilla press and make tortillas. Because when you wet your hands, it actually rehydrates a little bit the dough, and it's just easier. And even though you have it covered, I just noticed that there is a difference when I wet my hands a little bit and make that, dough. So I'm pulling it off the plastic, and I'm about to put it on the stove now after I have my tortilla. So place it on there, and you see that steam coming on up. So yes, I am using a spatula because sometimes it is hot. So I do have to use the spatula sometimes. After I think I do like after my fourth or fifth tortilla, my hands I think are already, used to the heat, and so I don't have to use a spatula all the time. So, but I do. So, but yeah, you just put it on your, and you see the little bubbles actually, how it's starting to bubble up a little bit. That's what you want. So now, I do have to admit, at first when I used to make tortillas, I didn't used to get that, and you won't get it for every single tortilla, but I do like to look for that and make sure that comes up. Okay, so I just gonna go ahead and repeat the process. Wet my hands, grab the dough, and I only have an 8-inch tortilla press, I believe that is. So I'm only looking to have a golf size shape, round dough. So it will be the right size for my tortilla press. They do make the tortilla press bigger sizes, but this is the only size that I have right now. So put on the plastic piece and press. And I usually try to press twice, and and it usually after the second press, it's the right size that I'm looking for. Just pull off the plastic and remove from the plastic gently, and you're going to be pulling the plastic away from you so the tortilla won't rip. Here they go back on the cast iron and let it cook. So, and just again repeat the process. I usually flip maybe 3 to 4 times depending. But here's one of the tortillas that I already made. Do you see how easily they just roll up? Oh, that is so pretty. So here are all the tortillas that we made today. I will be letting them cool down first, and then I will separate them and put them in Ziploc bags and put them in the freezer. So whenever I want some, I could just pull out a baggie of tortillas and I'll have homemade tortillas, corn tortillas. So thank you everybody for stopping by and have a wonderful day.